Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 61 of the 9 to 5 Fitness Podcast. We've got a big one today. I'm excited. Gab, how are you? How'd you sleep?
I am good and I slept well. How are you and how did you sleep, sir?
I'm good. I slept very well. Slept really well. Can't complain.
It's been a while since we've sat down and had a good chat, hasn't it?
It has. We skipped last week. What happened?
I just got a little bit sick, so I didn't want to talk all nasally into the mic with a blocked nose. Still a little bit congested, so I'm sorry for those of you listening. My voice is annoying enough as it is, so yeah, it's. I thought it'd just be a painful experience, and we've been running the potty pretty hard, so I thought it'd be good to have a little bit of a break.
It was nice to actually have a week off. As much as I love talking into this mic and talking to you and with you, it's nice to just take a break, especially from the editing side of things. I forgot about the amount of work and how much it packs my week in when we have a podcast. It's like what we do, 5 reels, which you'd think takes 5 minutes, but it takes
as streamlined as it is, it still takes quite a bit of time.
Yeah, it is.
And going back to that sleep question, someone did put in the emails a mailbag question. If you do want to email us, you can email us an mailbag question. But they said keep it anonymous. And they asked, what app do you use for tracking sleep? I don't know why you'd want to keep that anonymous. It's a pretty innocent question, but the application is Sleep Cycle. We've said it a million times. It is Sleep Cycle. Simple as that.
Not sponsored. It's one of the most asked questions I get, and I don't even post my Sleep Cycle score on my story.
How good would it be to be sponsored by them? Because
we bloody should be.
Yeah. We'd accept a fat bag from them. Thank you very much. And a free subscription.
Yeah. What else has been going on?
I don't know. Fuck. I'm stuck, mate.
We're a bit out of the game of this podcasting thing.
Yeah.
Well, we did get asked another question, but before we get to that, I just want to say I went to the Formula One.
Yeah.
It was good fun. Saw the cars go fast. They went past fast. I uploaded a TikTok. I had earplugs in because you're in front of cars for 8 hours and they're flying past at 12,000 RPM.
1,000,000 decibels.
Yeah, and all these little 12-year-olds in the comments. Why would you wear earplugs? Earplugs are for pussies.
It's like teasing someone for wearing sunscreen or wearing a helmet on a bike. It's
that's stronger.
Bro, that's not
Far out. Anyway,
I saw there was so you said there was a ridiculous amount of people at the F1 and I saw it was a record-breaking amount of 420,000 people. That's a lot of people, isn't it?
A lot of people. I probably have COVID, but feeling fresh. But no, it was really amazing and a genuine spectacle. I would highly recommend people to go to the Formula One.
The footage you showed me didn't look like there were that many people.
It was packed in. It was pretty packed in. I mean, it's so segregated, your seating. Everyone's got their seat and stuff.
I did see something cool though. It was a lady's TikTok of her apartment on Albert Park and it had literally the best view of the whole thing.
Yeah, for free.
It looked insane.
We should move there next.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's do it.
Shoebox apartment.
So we did get another question. I wanted to get straight into it today because we're trying to capture the listener. Hopefully they haven't left in the 3 minutes, 23 seconds that we've been going. But someone did ask, when did we lose our virginity?
Yeah. I'm still going. So I've still got my Star Wars bed sheets.
You've grown yours back.
Yeah, I've got a bear trap on my jeans. No one's getting in. Yeah.
No one's getting in. I lost mine at 16.
Yep.
16, I think, to a girlfriend at the time.
A girlfriend?
Yeah. Was yours a special?
Yeah, no, I was 16 as well. I think because I was a bit of a late bloomer. I had my first kiss and lost the V plates.
Had first kiss at 17.
Lost the first kiss at 17, lost the V plates at 16.
No kissing allowed.
Don't want to get those germs. Yeah.
Good experience all around.
Oh, it was a wicked experience. It was
wicked.
Yeah, mate. I will never forget that day. It was awesome.
Yeah.
What about yours?
Yeah, also a wicked experience. Just pretty stock standard. Didn't have much of a clue, but bit of good communication. You can get through anything. Yeah,
good communication between the bowler and wicketkeeper.
Plenty of chat.
I'm trying to think if there's anything more we can elaborate there because I think 16 is the optimal age to lose it. If you haven't lost it and you're older than 16, literally no pressure at all. We know mates that have lost it at 23 and
counting.
Yeah, and they're still good blokes, so no pressure.
Yeah, definitely no pressure to lose it. I mean, it's such a I feel it was a big deal back in those days, but you grow up and realize.
I didn't really care. I probably lost it before most of my mates, and I wasn't going around bragging or anything. It was just a thing that happened. I didn't plan, all right, I want to lose it. It just happened.
Yeah.
I think I had the girlfriend at the time as well, and like, yeah.
I've heard of people that I know who have lost it to like a prostitute or like a brothel.
Whatever floats your goat.
I mean, yeah. No, hang on. I'm getting crazy feedback in this.
Right,
give me 1 second. What is going on? All right, there we go. We got it sorted.
All good.
I know some people who I think lost it to a prostitute or a brothel.
I don't know about that, to be honest. I personally wouldn't do it.
I suppose, like if you're really just wanting to get runs on the board, like if you just cannot seem to...
Need to get off the mark.
Or like you've got a few issues and stuff, like you really struggle to talk to girls or guys or whatever, then, you know, it could be a good way to kind of relieve that anxiety behind it and the pressure you're putting on yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're pretty signed, sealed and delivered if you're going to a brothel.
Was yours like during the day, at night, at a party? What was the go with yours?
I feel like it was during night, not at a party.
Yeah.
Just had the girlfriend over and I think it was in my single bed.
Yep.
Got the job done.
I think for me, it was in between term 3 and 4 holidays, year 11.
Mm-hmm.
During the day, parents weren't home, up in the room. It was good fun.
I wonder what the disparity is between like kind of how... or the enjoyment behind it between a girl and a guy for the first time. Like I'm sure, you know, we're two males. We are like, it's just a positive experience in general. Can't complain. Like, you know, nothing to write home about necessarily, but it was good. I wonder what the percentage is of like women who lose their virginity and if they actually enjoy it or it's...
There's a bit of buyer's regret or something.
Yeah, well, less so regret, more just like if you've got a kid who's got no idea what he's doing, a person who's got no idea what they're doing, then like it's probably...
Not to get too graphic, but isn't it quite common that on the first time there's a bit of gore involved?
Yeah, blood, sweat and tears, mate.
Blood, sweat. There was a lot of sweat in mine.
Hopefully no tears.
No tears, no blood. So we're on.
Good result, mate.
Anyway, one of our viewers of the show, or listeners rather, said, you know, it was a lady, a friend of mine, and... she said she feels sorry for my choice of girlfriends over the time.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, fuck, like, you must know so much about me by now because, like, you listen to all this shit and I'm here blabbering on about every ins and outs of my relationships. And she goes, no, you guys have actually perfected the skill of saying a lot but saying nothing at all.
Yeah, good.
I think that's a huge compliment.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
That is exactly what we want. That's the plan with the whole podcast thing, is sharing enough to have you guys feel like you're our best mates, but not so much that we're never going to be able to get a job again.
And you know what? You guys are our best mates.
You are.
We love you. And if we see you in real life, come up, say hi. We don't bite. I only bite sometimes. Louis a bit nicer. So yeah, we love you.
I'm a lover. Now back to, the reason we brought that up early, I wanted to catch the listeners' attention. So hopefully we've got your attention. We've got like a big podcast today, and especially coming on later, we've got, no one's coming on, but we're going to be talking about kind of dating apps and kind of like the helping out females and setting up from our perspective or from a male's perspective. So stay tuned for that, guys. Firstly, I wanted to go back to the Formula One. Now, I went with my grandpa, and he's a bit of a hero of mine. He's living with MS, and he just trucks on. Like he doesn't let it affect him. In saying that, he walks with a cane and he's a little bit kind of stumbly, bit all over the shop, especially after a few beers. So I tanked him up at the Formula One. All care, no responsibility. And then we were leaving, and he loves a joke. Like he loves taking the piss. We were saying, like, if someone takes his seat, he'll, have a bloody start convulsing on the floor and and we'll get that seat back real fast. So he's really, good about it. Anyway, we're leaving the Grand Prix and it's really packed when you're leaving, and we're walking up these stairs. And my grandpa just needed to let his legs rest for a second, and then he, would get going up the stairs again. And this guy was at the top of the stairs. He was just on his phone, kind of looks down at my grandpa, and my grandpa grabs his cane, points his stick at him and goes, "Don't you dare laugh at me," like all having a joke. Yeah. But this guy, mate, his face, he started apologizing. "No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you." Yeah. And I'm going, no, it's a joke, mate. No, it's a joke. And my grandpa just held a straight face the whole time. And then we get out of there and he's like, "Oh, what a dickhead, that guy."
Fuck, so he's on. He's switched on in that humour department.
Takes the absolute piss. If I ever have a disability in any form, I will be going about it in that route.
Yeah, old people seem to have like I remember my granddad, he passed away last year, but he would always have a fantastic sense of humour, and You know, some of the jokes aren't the most politically correct.
Oh, yeah.
But we still love them the same. We don't necessarily agree with the exact tone of it, but they just, the human department there.
Yeah, good. Absolutely. I think it also, like, I mean, you have to be able to have a joke about it. And, you know, that's like this Will Smith thing. That's why I think there's so much uproar, is because he's gone up and hit someone over a pretty small joke. And it might have been offensive, but you don't hit someone over it. Like, people need to enjoy life, and that's kind of comedy.
Yeah, violence is never the answer type thing.
It's not.
And I think he has apologised pretty comprehensively. And look, we're not here to provide running commentary on every current affair.
In Hollywood.
Yeah, I think... He understands.
Hopefully. Yeah, I didn't like it. Anyway, so that was my little Formula One story. Shout out to G-Pa. He's Grandpa. He's a trooper, and hopefully we can all have a laugh like him.
Good stuff, Grandpa. I think you're a bit of a pick-me boy because you said he's a hero.
Yeah.
Bit of a Dill Buckley there saying your mum's your hero.
Yeah, I'll clip that up and send it straight to him. Yep. Hopefully get some good presents this Christmas.
Awesome.
Looking forward to it.
So while we do have the viewers nice and captured, we want to remind you, if you haven't already, please rate us 5 stars on Spotify, because we're almost at 1,000. You guys have done really well, and that's up there with some of the big dogs in the podcast industry. So if you're listening on anything else, like, what are you doing with your life? Like, get Spotify. You can follow my Sick Gym playlist as well, and rate us 5 stars. Simple as that.
Yeah, no, it really does help if you guys can rate us 5 stars. Like, it makes a huge difference, and it's pretty bloody easy to do. Like, I'm sure
it's a good free way to support us as well. Costs you nothing except a bit of your pride.
Exactly.
And if you are one of those rogue units who does listen on YouTube or SoundCloud or Apple Music, then you can review us on there as well. Give us 5 stars on YouTube. Please like, comment twice, and also make sure you subscribe. And that is a great free way to support us.
We would love you so much to do that, guys. Now, do you want to get into your story first? Because I've just chewed up all the time of the podcast. But we were out the other night.
Oh.
Or maybe it wasn't the other night. Maybe it was a while ago.
Fuck, what night was that?
Anyway.
Yeah, shit. Fuck, mate. What a night.
Big night.
What a night, bro. That was not a movie for... maybe it was a movie, but maybe like a horror movie?
Yeah.
A horror movie for you, just like a regular... Actually, it wasn't... No, it was all right. It was good. Right. It was a good night.
We'll take it.
Yeah, good night with the boys. So, what do you want to talk... Oh, no, I want to talk about it, don't I?
You want to talk about it?
Fuck, so... We're watching the footy beforehand. Collingwood lost, like fucking choked, the biggest lead ever. I was pretty pissed off. But anyway, the show must go on. So we're out. We are at this bar before, and then everyone's going to like this club after. So we go to this club, right, where we're not going to name specific names or locations because we don't want certain people listening and connecting the dots, okay, basically. Is that fair?
Yeah, sure.
Anything else I need to add?
No.
Okay, cool. So we were in line at this place, and the line is fucking huge. No, I can't tell that detail. But anyway, something extremely traumatic occurred while we're at, like, fucking traumatic for one of us. Okay, I'm not going to say who it occurred for, but they were in the stitches. Like, heart beating 200 beats per minute, like full trauma. You'll probably need some sort of therapy after it.
Yep.
Is that fair to say? Do you have any words to say on the traumatic experience that one of us endured?
No, it's just very traumatic for one of us. And the other helped the other get through, so that's all that
matters. The
other
kind of took the other under the wing and said, mate, you're not leaving my side for the rest of this night. You and me go through it together.
Yep.
And the boys banded together, and we only need each other, okay? We don't need anyone else.
True.
We're pretty strong, 99 chemistry, a couple of units who can bench press a bit of weight.
Yep.
We'll get through.
No drama.
Fuck, what was the point of the story again?
Someone came up to you. And
While one of the boys is consoling one of the boys... Fuck, it makes no sense now. Someone comes up to me, right? He goes, like, people are coming up the whole time anyway, which is fine. Given the circumstances, I'm not giving him too much time. It's just like time and place.
Yep.
Still try to smile. This guy comes up to us, says, I'm a massive fan, but bro, I can squat more than you. Sorry, I hope that's not like racist or anything. But he goes, bro, I can squat more than you. It's like, fuck, like, mate.
It was the delivery of it as well. It was a bit of attitude in there. Didn't like the attitude.
It was like some guy on Chapel Street who takes his clapped out Honda Civic and starts revving his engine like he's the sickest bloke ever. It's like, bro, that is so fucking cringe. And the way you just said that is so fucking cringe. Like, I don't go up to people and go, shake their hand and go, hey, my name's Gab. Do you know how much I can bench press? I reckon I'd have less mates than I do now. I'm already pretty unlikable. So, fuck. It was probably the most cringe thing I've heard this year, I reckon. It's like, all right, how do I respond to this? Do I go, oh, was it competition depth? Like, what kind of equipment are you using? Can I get a form check on that?
Yeah.
What weight are you actually doing? How many reps in the tank? What was it? Bar path? So what I did, I looked at him and my mouth didn't open.
You just like shook your head.
Stared at him, and I think he got the message to fuck off.
Yeah, I think so. It was also like he just couldn't have picked a worse time. The poor bastard.
Yeah.
He couldn't have got you at a worse time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So that just is the most cringe story.
It was. Anyway, and then we were like, nah, fuck this. We're not waiting in line. Then we got someone in there to get us through.
Yeah, we fucking
skip
got the
that
hook
line
up,
real fast.
So it was real good.
Yeah, well, I was out after the Grand Prix on Sunday and went to this bar just with a couple of mates, having a bit of a Sunday session, a few beers to knock off the week. And the table, the waiter comes over with like this platter of food. Would have been like a pretty expensive plate. And she goes, this is for you guys. We're about to, oh, no, we didn't order that. Like, send it back.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, this is compliments of the restaurant. We go, beauty, it's real good.
Yeah. What did you think was going on?
Oh, I thought it was just because like my mate Jesse is like a pretty regular there. Like I thought the owner was just, they had an extra plate and they were just sending it over. Anyway, so a few more beers, lads, pint, lager. And then Jesse gets up, leaves, and he calls me on the way. I was like, mate, you know that the reason I sent out the plate is because they thought you were Mac Guelphy?
Funny as.
So we got this platter, $40 or so worth of food brought out to us because they thought I was Matt Guelphy. Well, they were fucking disappointed when they figured out it wasn't that.
Did
they didn't say anything. But
how did Jesse find out though?
Because he spoke to the owner on the way out. Oh. They're like pretty tight. So
yeah.
So he's the football, like Essendon footballer Matt Guelphy. So it made me realise like how much free shit do footy players get.
Yeah, fucking nice.
When they go out, especially, do your hair up. So anyway, like that's the hair that's paid for.
I've been given like a few free drinks and stuff of like bartenders who watch my videos and just like cheeky put like 30 cents on the thing and make me pay for 3 drinks or something.
Yeah, love that.
That's always a legendary move. So if you're a bartender and you catch me out, please give us the same treatment. We're pretty poor anyway.
Yeah.
It's funny how those two stories interlink because the night of that traumatic experience, we're actually with Matt Guelphy for a bit.
We bumped into
It's funny how they link.
They do link. And he was getting around us. He was saying, fuck the haters.
We're talking about the hate for the blonde hair and he gave us some good...
Well, he copped it like when he first did it, remember?
And no one seems to bring it up anymore, do they?
I'm getting, I actually don't mind it. I actually like it.
I actually like it now. I'm going to do the same. Well, like, mate, where was your support from day one?
Well, yeah, now that it's safe.
So in order to keep a roof over our head, we do have a few little plugs in the podcast because Spotify ain't paying us. So
we get bugger all for doing this much work.
And your boys are living out of home and Melbourne's pretty expensive. So we do have a product range, some high quality products that we put a lot of effort into and we want to give them a quick plug.
We do.
What do we want to talk about?
These singlets firstly. I'm obsessed. So we are wearing, what are they called again? Compound
singlet.
They go
Compound tank.
Compound tank. They're elite for running, but they're also elite for gym. They look good.
And they're not like one of those stringers that'll show off your nipples. They're actual good. So they're like the Young LA ones. Young LA kind of copied us. They're just like a sick kind of tank. Cap your delts. They like give you a nice little bra thing.
Yeah, a bit of a bra thing. That's my favorite part. Yep. We're also coming into winter.
Yep.
So tracksuits. We actually have tracksuits. And we don't have a pretty limited number. So if you actually want them, get in on them. But we designed these and they are the best tracksuits for lifting.
They're like an athletic kind of tapered shaping. What would you say? They show like every vein for the body. They're like so it's like what you want to wear in the gym. They're not like a baggy style. They're nice and like
quite aesthetic.
Cut. Yep. Yeah, like aesthetic. That's what I wanted. So like before a powerlifting comp, I'll wear full tracksuit kind of thing, like rock up. So if you do want one of those, you can get what are they called? The compound joggers and also the pump cover.
Yeah, that's correct. It's one of the most aesthetic looking things is like the joggers with like a singlet.
Dude, how good is it?
Unreal.
It's like, I don't know. I do like showing off my legs, but it is like a cool aesthetic. You got like some Nike Air Maxes
for winter.
On.
Yeah.
Socks tucked in. You got the compound joggers on.
As in socks over the top of the tank.
Yeah. It's such a good look, I reckon.
Vibe.
And then you'll be nice and warm through winter. We also... Our compound shorts are our most popular item and we have a bunch of new colors coming in. If you haven't got them already, they're basically like footy shorts with pockets. They're squat proof shorts, super breathable, nice mesh material. We basically designed them because when we started out our gym journey, there were no good shorts there. So we spent a year perfecting the best gym shorts. If you're a long time listener, you already know about these shorts. But anyway, we're coming out with 2 new colors, navy blue and white, and also a nardo gray, which is just like a pastel gray color as well with white. And we're really proud of these shorts.
Yeah, they are. They've changed the industry, even, I'd say. They will make your legs look as big as they possibly can. We've done our side of the job, which is get some shorts that make you look big. Now it's your time to do some work. What program can they use to make their legs big?
So if your legs are looking like chicken legs or one of your mates, perhaps, then you can get the power building program. You know, everyone asks me what my leg program is and all that stuff. Well, how about you buy my power building program?
That's
and
what
you
it
find
is.
out you'll have front squats. You're training legs like 2 to 3 times a week, heavy compound lifts. It is basically the program for you if you want to get jacked and strong, which is the way I train. It intertwines both power building training and hypertrophy bodybuilding style training. It's 11 weeks. It'll have a testing phase at the end for you to test your squat, bench, and deadlift to see how much progress you've made. And it is basically just like a super comprehensive, information-packed program, everything you need. If you're kind of intermediate level, then you will make an insane amount of progress if you actually follow it closely. It has I've got heaps of reports back from people saying they made insane progress, but it is also very different to the way you train, isn't it, Louis?
It is, yes. Well, we've made a program each for how we each train, and I want to be the best possible athlete that I can. I'm not necessarily the best athlete, but I'm trying to maximize my body's potential, and this program will do so. It's called the Athletic Based Resistance Program. It is a 6-week upper-lower split. It also has running involved. If you're playing footy, you're playing basketball, playing any kind of high-intensity sport, this will make you improve. I guarantee it. It is not too late to get started if you're playing footy. Like, you can integrate this into like your footy schedule. In fact, I've factored like training and
There's
stuff.
like optional days as well.
Exactly right.
Training volume's too heavy.
Yep.
And we don't want to call it too early. You've just had round 1. Touch wood, we hope you have a really good season. But you've been putting in the work off season, and you kind of, touch wood, reaping the rewards now.
I've always had injuries. I've had osteitis pubis, I reckon, for the last 3 years, like the most aggressive thing. This is the first year I've had nothing. Like, I feel so fresh. I feel really quick. I feel pretty light, and I feel fit. So, you know, that is, in terms of like strength and conditioning and like coaching and stuff, that's all they can ask for. Like, you are not going to be able to improve your skills through training weights. Like, doesn't matter what any creator's saying. You're not going to get better at finding the footy or finding the ball. You will be better at being able to do that for longer, though. If
and
that
now
makes sense.
I'm going to be watching one of your first footy games while you've kind of built yourself up. I'll be watching this Friday. It'll be a good kind of night game. And I've heard that you've even got reports back from opponents you've played on. Now, you play kind of wing position, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, they message you after the game and going, bro, how do I get as good as you? Something along those lines.
I don't want to throw this kid under the bus, but yeah, not necessarily how do I get as good as you, but this kid who I was playing on in a practice match just wanted some tips. He was really good about it.
Yeah.
And it's quite funny during that game, like, it was like the third quarter, I think, and he started just like, all of a sudden just started getting into me, like elbowing me, like bumping me. And I was like, fuck, here we go. Like, what's this all about? So then I think I flattened him a few times. But
that's when I took it personally.
Yeah, I actually did take it pretty personally. No, don't touch me.
So you run his fucking legs off.
Don't start touching me now.
You make sure you run his fucking legs off.
Both ways as well. But yeah, anyway, so do they have a code if they want to pick anything up?
Oh, yeah. You guys can use code podcast. That'll give you 10% off, exclusive for you special podcast listeners. Also, if you do want to pair any of those programs with the personalized meal plan, it is essentially an anabolic recipe book of the recipes that I use. It'll be tailored to your macros, your goal, everything like that. You can hook it up like that as well, and 10% off because you're beautiful and you listen to the podcast.
Thanks, guys, so much. Now, we put out a story the other day, and a while ago, you know, what kind of content from a podcast perspective do you want to get from us? And we were talking like, we need specifics. So we want, like, I want to hear you talk more about relationships. I want to hear you talk. We got, I reckon, 6 to 10 messages from females saying we want more female content. Now, it wasn't very specific. So, like,
what does that mean?
What does that mean? So, look, we've rubbed out 3 brain cells together.
Is that like talking about what kind of pads and tampons are best and in at the moment? Does it mean like
it could be clothing,
favorite actresses, That could be a good topic, actually.
Could be a good topic.
Yeah.
Mimi Keen.
Yeah, I was already thinking that.
Anyway, so we put our brain cells together and came up with the idea of, look, we're going to talk you through our ideal female dating profile.
Yep.
In particular on Hinge, because if you're single and you want to be on a dating profile, it has to be on Hinge.
Yeah,
otherwise,
Tinder's trash.
Yeah, the rest of them are trash. So we put some things down.
Yeah, we did.
And this is like from a guy's perspective, from us who are pretty similar. This is what we look for maybe in a dating profile. And
Pretty similar, you reckon?
Things that give us the ick.
Do you reckon there's been many times where like I've thought a girl's hot and you don't, and like you think a girl's hot and I'm like, that's not it, Chief?
Multiple
Do you reckon we've got
times.
very different tastes or like similar, but they kind of vary sometimes?
Yeah, I think like quite similar, but not...
Yeah.
Like,
sometimes we
with some
disagree.
things.
We won't get into specifics of what we look for exactly, but yeah, I'd say there
Loves
are
a
few
Bunnings
differences there.
workout, does Gab?
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Anyway, wait, just quickly for the podcast. There was one girl different to what we're talking about just then, and Gab's like, bro, she looks like Margot Robbie. She looks
shut
like
up.
Margot Robbie.
Cunt.
Mate, I don't know which Margot you were looking at, but I don't reckon that was Margot Robbie. Gab,
You guys, I swear, every time I'm with you guys, you fucking bring it up. Like you just,
We're like,
you
"Oh,
just play my
Margot."
lowlights reel. Like for half the time I'm with you guys, and there's other ones you mention as well, and you just fucking keep mentioning them. It's like you don't hear me bring up shit about you, like your lowlights. It's like I don't know why it's a thing.
Don't have any. Yeah, Margot, different looking Margot. Anyway, I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and she was a lovely girl, that one. Anyway, so female. So let's go into the dating profile. Let's start with photos. So we're on Hinge. I think how many photos are you allowed? Like 4 to 6?
Mate, you go the full documentary, 16. Yeah, something like that. No, I think you can go up to 6. Yeah.
So I think the first one, get rid of the group photos. Yeah.
Nah, dude, I've come across girls, and by the end, I'm still wondering which one she is.
It's a lucky dip.
And they use the same combination of friends as well. It's like the same 3 or 4 friends, and there's always one who's an absolute banger. Like,
And you're hoping.
and you just don't know because they're using the same combination.
You get to the last one. Oh,
So it's like, I'm here. It's like the numbers, Mason.
yeah. So I think the first one it's got to be your banging photo.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, like what? Yeah. Just like, yeah, you go to.
Yeah. Is there any things you don't like about certain photos? I thought you mentioned before.
Yeah. I don't like when you're allowed one with like another guy, but if you keep posting photos with other guys, you know, not that there's anything wrong with it, but for me personally, it's off-putting. It's like,
Yep.
and you know, I know there's like relationships and things where like the partner gets insecure and possessive over the girl because he doesn't want her hanging out with the guy mates, and it's not even about that. I don't know. It's just something for me. I find
If it's the same guy in every photo, I start questioning things.
yeah, it's like, bruv,
Are you guys in an open relationship?
yeah, like what's happening?
Yeah. What's going on here?
And we've chatted about the male best friend before. I don't fucking trust him for a second.
No,
here.
I never trust him, mate.
Yeah.
Unless they're the gay friend, then nah.
Yeah, but even still, like, could there be a conversion?
Oh no.
Yeah.
There.
Fuck, it's just, I'm
What
I'm
about-
not a fan of the male best friend. Let's just say that.
Photos you do like, things
Yeah.
that just get you real excited.
Yeah, I am an absolute sucker for a bikini photo.
Same.
Yeah.
Every time.
Obviously, if the girl is
Within reason.
within reason, but I'd say it can definitely enhance, you know. But on the other hand, if it's a bit too saucy and it's a bit too out there, and you know, perhaps every photo is, you know, your behind kind of perspective, I might start questioning and be like,
I agree. I saw one. This chick, she was just topless. just like, I thought there were guidelines on this. She was just topless.
well, it's, you know, we're treading on. What's the word? You know, we don't want to get cancelled here. Okay.
Yeah.
There was that whole free the nipple movement, and
Oh,
you know, I
yeah.
understand stuff like that, and I don't want girls to feel like they have to abide by these, you know, ridiculous social norms and things like that. And basically, I'm just trying not to get cancelled here.
Yeah, keep going, mate.
But maybe showing the nipples on a dating profile is, I don't know.
She was real earthy sort, so I think that was the vibe they were going for.
Yep.
Next one, yeah. So all group photos, I think that's a huge.
Like
no.
maybe if it's like 2 or 3. So I think on my profile, I got a photo of you, me, and Dill Buckley on it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm proud of. Us and the lads. Yeah. So I think that's acceptable. Maybe if you're going more than 3 though, it's a no-go. And I think it's pretty clear. Like that's my last photo. I think it's pretty clear which one I am.
Yeah, and let's just make clear for this that like Hinge and especially dating apps are so much about appearance and it's pretty shallow. But that's what we're going off. So we are talking about this in the thing of like improving your appearance on a dating app. So who really gives a shit? But these are just our thoughts.
You know what I've noticed, and I heard Derek from More Plates, More Dates say this as well.
This will be good.
But there's a lot goes into the quality of photos that you take. And now we've spent 2 years on social media, so we're probably on the higher end of quality photos, and we know what good angles are, you know, good lighting, everything like that, you know, putting a little bit of saturation or whatever into the coloring and things like that. And he says, you know, that's one of the ways a guy or a girl can kind of maximize their looks is with good photos. And now that has made me really able to identify shit photos. Like when a girl has just shit photos, like maybe they don't take many photos on a night out or when they're all done up and stuff like that. And I can tell they're down to the kind of bottom of the barrel and they're scratching for those 3 favorite photos that they've got of all time. And they span across 6 years and they're still using those photos. It's like, to be honest, we've probably got an abundance of photos we could pick from. So getting good photos and actually, you know, sometimes you do have to be that annoying friend and literally get them to take 50 photos in that shoot, like to get that perfect angle. And it is pretty shallow, but this is what we're dealing with.
This is what we're dealing with.
And I think, essentially a lot goes into good photos.
Another photo that I really like is like a bit of a funny one, you know, like I saw one girl in like goggles and like, you know, it just looked like funny. It just looked like humor. But like, or like even wearing like speed dealers, like pretty funny, bit of a laugh.
Yeah, but that I'm
further
definitely
down, not for the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, further down. Yeah, 100%.
Show a bit of personality.
But then you get like other senses of humor, like just grotty toilet humor. It's like,
oh yeah,
I don't know, some girl doing like a snot rocket and that's funny. It's like, fuck, get the fuck off my screen, cunt.
One thing I hate in this world is potty humor, like poo-poo, wee-wee. Fucking disgust, honestly.
Bro, I did creatine and I went to the toilet.
Fuck off, disgusting. Mate. All right, so next is like the yes and no's. You know how on Hinge you got like age, like where you're from, like if you're straight, it goes on.
Straight, gay, bisexual.
Yeah, and it can go. You can answer like if you answer the original, like what they set your account up with, that thing will go on forever. Guys, you don't actually have to answer every single one. You can disable some of those.
I reckon you don't want to give away too much. Don't be an open book. You know, be a bit mysterious. You know, I don't want them to know if I like drinking alcohol. They don't need to know that.
No, I think, so this is what, like one for me is like the drinking alcohol. You know, look, I love a beer on the weekend. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Good drinker. Yeah. Can drink.
Can put away his fair share of can delete alcohol.
A few. If you are sober, like for the rest of life, look, we're probably not gonna totally click, especially while I'm 23.
Like for me, like if you're not open to shooting up heroin on the weekend.
Yeah, heroin.
No, I'm kidding.
It's a joke.
Funny that you didn't really get it, but anyway.
No, but anyway, so you don't have to like put this stuff down. I see like the drinking thing is like some people be like, no. It's like then they've got like a drink in one of their photos. It's like, well, you can put sometimes. On the contrary, if it's like drinking, yes. It's like, well, hang on, how much are we drinking here?
Yeah, it's like, do we have to go for a drink every time we meet up?
Exactly.
So I don't want to feel obligated to do that.
I think with the drinking, let's just keep it at a sometimes.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got the drugs.
Yeah.
Now, I see people click yes for the drugs. Probably could have just left it out. You know, we can talk about that once we meet up, and you know that might be something that. But like just a straight up yes is just it's a bit showy.
You're allowing the world to kind of see that.
Yeah,
I think we'll let you do what you do at home. Keep it to yourself, kind of thing. No judgment here, but
no judgment.
No judgment.
Look, people
whatsoever.
are young. Do you, boo? But Yeah.
probably doesn't need to be advertised on your public profile.
Totally agree. Totally agree. There was another one, a lot of ones for like weed. I saw someone was like, if you don't smoke weed, then like don't match with me. It's like, well,
Okay, won't match with you then.
no drama.
Fuck.
But it's like, fucking hell. I mean,
Take this elbow,
is,
rare L.
is that it? You know, other ones are like, don't have children. Like I don't have children. It's like, well,
It's a bit early to call, isn't
there's
it?
no photos of the kids. I'd assume you don't have children. You can probably just leave that. The other one is, do I want children? No. Like, do not want children.
That's too early to call.
Shit. Probably leave that out. You know, like you don't have to talk about all of these in your dating profile.
Like, you know, that kind of reminds me of the girl who says, or, you know, the person who says, you know, I'm not ready for a relationship yet. Well, you're not ready until you find the right person kind of thing. Maybe you're not ready for kids until you find the right person, or
100%.
you've been shown all of this stuff.
Unless
like
they
that.
are limited by like physiological things, but for sure, like totally, I can always adopt as well.
Yeah, 100%.
So the next one is like the message sending. Who sends what? I mean, I feel like if you like, this is from the girl's perspective, if you're a girl and you like someone, it can be on you to send the first message. You send it.
I'm not going to lie. I don't message anyone.
Really?
So you're always like to me, are you talking to anyone on Hinge? I'm like, fuck, bro. I just match with people and don't even message.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like sometimes you get a message from a chick or something like that. And sometimes it's just like, hey, or whatever. It's like, fuck, I don't want to, what do I reply back to that?
Well, I mean, that's where you need their prompts to be actually good. So you can scroll through like, what's your favorite coffee order?
Yeah.
We'll start from scratch.
I don't know. I think I'm just at a stage now. I just cannot be fucked still, but maybe I'll get there.
Yep. So I think if you are a girl and you match with someone and you send a message along with the match, so you can do that, like you send like a comment, then it's not on you to send another message.
It's on the
other person.
balls in our court kind of thing.
Exactly right.
Yep.
So I think that's a good one. I'm glad we've got that covered.
Yep. One of the things that is a huge, perhaps even red flag for me, bit of an ick, is when they put their Instagram shamelessly in their bio of a dating profile. It's like, I don't know if they're like trying to just like boost their Instagram following by getting thirsty guys they'd never match with to stalk them on Instagram and request to follow and chuck them a message, and then they never respond. They just want that ego boost. Like, do you think that's the general rationale for it? Like, what other kind of explanation could there be for putting the Instagram in the bio?
Yeah, I think you can't have your Instagram in the bio.
But why do you think they do it?
I think for followers is what I'm thinking.
And then you click on their profile and got 800 followers. It's like, well,
what's going on here? But on the contrary, I think you can have your Instagram connected to the...
Of course you do that. I'm nothing without my Instagram. I'm kidding.
It's my whole personality. But no, I totally agree. I think we leave the Instagram out of we leave the bio out of the...
Yeah. Maybe it's different for girls. Like maybe they like it. They need to have the thirsty dudes following them and messaging them.
Maybe. We got a few thirsty dudes following us.
Yeah.
But they don't really make me feel that good, to be honest. It make me feel like an object.
Do we need to mention anything more on the perfect female dating profile?
I think if you're going to take anything out of it, less is more. You know, we don't need to overshare. We don't need like a huge amount of information, and understand like that you can switch off certain questions in your, you know.
I think it's a topic we'll definitely revisit. We haven't covered everything here, but this is kind of an early look at what we as males would look for in a good dating profile.
Yep. Hopefully that helps people, and hopefully we didn't offend too many. And
females, please actually message us with specific female content. That'd be very helpful.
Yeah, what do you need help with? We're happy to help.
We are two numbnuts over here with 3 brain cells between us.
We could do those like uplifting, those skits where it's like, don't hit on girls in the gym. You know, we could do all that if you want us to.
Well, you shouldn't hit girls anyway.
Don't hit girls, no, hit on.
I know. Funny joke.
It's good, easy content.
So, in order to keep a roof over our heads once more, the second time, because we are complete sellouts, we have a few sponsors of the show.
Don't sell out, bro.
Don't sell out, bro. The first one is Manscaped. Now, we've been with Manscaped for a while. They've actually just given us a new deal as well. You guys have been blowing up the code. Really helps us out. You know, they boosted the amount we earn by a decent amount now. So, that's all thanks to you guys. So, we really do thank you for using our code. It actually really does help us out. So, Is there anything you want to say about it, mate?
No, just like a huge thank you to people who do use our code. Like, honestly, it means a whole lot. You guys get something for it, and so do we. We hope you don't think we're selling out, which we're not. But end of the day, we spend so many hours trying to get all this shit together. So it's nice to get something back for it.
And we do think Manscaped kind of integrates nicely with our audience and our podcast, and it's kind of effort free because we actually do like the products. If we weren't sponsored, we'd be buying probably at least the lawnmower and the nail clippers and a few other items anyway. So it just goes nicely into our lifestyle. So you guys can pick up a lawnmower, keep your kind of private regions nice and tidy if you're dating, all of that. I use it for my legs. They've also got their new range with a 16-in-1 shampoo. It's also, it doubles up as a tile cleaner, and it smells really good too. They've also got a body wash, so in the shower, a new deodorant which smells bloody good. Roll-on, I actually rate it.
Yeah, fan of roll-on. I think it's a maturity thing to roll on.
Yeah, haven't you seen that? Maturing is realising roll-on's actually...
I haven't seen that.
It's a thing.
And
my dad really likes roll-on because you can take it on the plane.
There's gifts.
Yeah.
There's
they've got a lip balm, has a bit of kick to it. It's very nice. And also a hydrating body spray. If you want to pick up any of these products, what can they do, Louis?
Use code NTF. You get 20% off and free shipping.
Fantastic. Well done. The next sponsor of the day is Tomorrow's Skincare. Our kind of goal with the podcast sponsors is to keep it consistent. I see a lot of these influencers jumping around. I'm excited to partner with such and such. Like, bro, didn't you just partner with a month and a half ago? Like,
yeah, you were just as excited for the last one.
So that's what I'm doing with sponsors now. I'm vetting out whether there's longevity there, if they're willing to kind of look after us, and if their products are actually marketable and of good enough quality, and they actually fit well in our audience's life. So I like to vet that out. I'm kind of like the manager of the sponsors, a real hard ass. Here's our rate. What's your product like? And we have had to give a few brands kind of the flick and say, look, your products actually aren't up to scratch.
A few hard conversations.
Yeah, and they always take it well. I don't try to put it like an absolute dog, but
is what it is.
Is what it is.
So
Tomorrow's Skincare. It's really good because males kind of struggle with their skin hygiene, I think you'd say.
Yeah, definitely. I certainly did. Didn't know what was right, what was wrong. I thought it was almost a little bit feminine to look after your skin, which is not the case, guys. You can look after your skin and still be as masculine as you want. Tomorrow's Skincare is really good because the quality is incredible, but it's also numbered from 1 through to 4. It literally tells you what to do. You don't need a PhD in pharmaceuticals. You don't need to know everything about your skin. Literally rock up, buy the stuff, put it on.
And I think both of our skin, touch wood, is looking pretty damn clear at the moment. And when my skin's clear, when you'd feel the exact same. We're feeling confident, feeling $1 million, as Higo would say.
Yep.
There you go, Higo. That one's
He'd be listening for it as well.
Oh, there's so much I want to say right now. Anyway, back to the plug.
What can they use? Use code NTF.
It'll give you 20% off. You can buy the Essentials bundle or the Starter bundle, I think it's called. They're both good. Good
stuff. Thank you guys so much for your support. Now, do we want to go on the Higo thing?
What was the one I was going to say? No, I'm going to drop the other mention in another podcast.
Yeah. Now, we've spoken about...
Actually, I want to explain it quickly.
Yeah, let's explain Jack Higgins.
Because I think in a few podcasts I've gone, like how Higo says, blah, blah, blah. And Higo listens to every single one. And he's like, I love how you mentioned that. And so on one of the upcoming podcasts, I'm going to mention something like completely out of the blue. Yeah, like really sciencey, academic, something along those lines that Higo definitely didn't say. But, like as Higo says, like is fiscal policy actually an effective tool of regulating the exchange rate in...
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, no, he actually did say that.
As Higo says.
Anyway, it's a lot more funnier than it is for us than it is for you guys, but I'm going to drop it. Maybe it's too cringe now though. So
no, you were going to drop it. We're going to drop it. But I was thinking we should talk about our dating lives and what's...
Oh yeah, we've chatted enough shit about other people.
Because someone said that we managed to say so much and say nothing. Well, today we're saying a lot and meaning a lot. So
you sent me the funniest TikTok the other day.
Is this the God is good?
No, not that one. All right, these words not coming out of my mouth. I'll just quote it. It's like me talking to my ex for the first time since we broke up. It's like, I fucked 7 bitches. And it's like the girl going, I went on a date. And it's just like the guy vomiting in a toilet, fucking in shambles. Like, oh, no.
We will never recover.
I relate to that
Oh, hugely.
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 Go look it up. It's funny.
It's a good day.
Or the other one, I will mention the other TikTok that is funny as fuck. Had me in absolute stitches. It's like, it had Minecraft music in the background and it goes, checks up, enough time has passed, let me check on my ex's social media. Oh, they're doing fucking terribly. God is good.
God is good.
God is good.
Thank you.
If you've seen that, it is hilarious.
Mate,
I love it.
I reckon I tag you in at least one TikTok a day, but you only reply to once a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At least the other NTF followers are there. They're liking it, going like, I saw this, Lewis.
I'll try to get more on top of it because
Thanks,
the
lads.
ones I actually
Just hit
do
the
are
mentions.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, there's some good
I'll
ones.
start tagging you
Yeah.
more as well. And if you do see those comments come up, get around them, lads.
Yeah, comment on them.
Yeah.
Say it's
Good
just
fun. So
hashtag.
what is happening in our dating lives?
Yeah, well, pretty quiet for me.
How many times have you had sex in the last 6 months? Come on, I'm the sexual health doctor.
I've had such little sex that my virginity has grown back.
Yeah.
What about you?
Did have a lot, then had a break
Little ruder.
because this is pretty... Fuck. Can I say this on the mic? Basically, I thought I had an STI.
What's going into this?
And I thought the doctor said, and then it turns out I didn't have it. Oh. So they just bloody stitched
That's
me
what
up and
everyone who
made me
had an
wait for
STI said.
ages. Mate, it's just like, mate, fuck. I don't know if I should have said that or
Went
not.
on a hiatus.
Yeah, a bit of a hiatus.
Yeah.
Self-inflicted.
You're back on the horse, swinging a leg over.
Don't know, lads.
Don't know. Bit TMI.
No, I'm on that, self-improvement
Are
masculine.
you looking for a girlfriend?
Nah, not really. But if Mimi Keen came around, wouldn't say no. That's all I'm saying.
You'd be real ready.
Yeah, I'd be ready, all right.
Real fast.
Right person, wrong time.
One of those ones.
Yeah.
Clearly not the right person.
Bro, I just haven't, I don't reply to any DMs. I don't message chicks back on dating apps.
Yep.
Fuck.
I'd say I'm close to the same. Also, you know what I'm struggling with at the moment is fucking time.
Yeah.
I feel like I've just got no time. And,
True,
and
yeah.
the time that I do have when I'm alone, I've finally figured out to enjoy by myself or with friends. I just don't want to be with anyone because
This is sacred time.
Yeah, sacred time. It's like, well, look, if you're talking to a girl and they come over on let's say a Wednesday night, it's like, well, Thursday I have to be up at 5 a.m. So you better be out of here by 8, ideally 7, but I don't finish doing NTF work until 7:30.
So you've got negative 13 minutes.
You've got 30 minutes you need to find. So that's my biggest dilemma at the moment.
Yeah, fuck.
It's really difficult.
Because I got sick last week, which was kind of after that festival or whatever. And, this girl got pissed off at me for, I posted a video with a girl at a festival and this girl got really pissed off and messaged me not the girl in the video.
Yeah,
just
I know.
a different girl.
I know exactly who you're talking
And
about,
she
mate.
was hopefully the girl you got with on the weekend will keep you company while you're sick. And it's I didn't
nice.
say this to her, but it's you think there was only one?
You're not the one girl. We've got one for every day of the week.
We'll run with that then.
Lucky she's an avid podcast listener and she'll be listening right now.
There's no hate. No
No
Don't hate
animosity.
the player, hate the game.
Yeah.
But that's, again, why I've absolutely love festivals like that, because there's just opportunities. And I sound like an absolute dickhead for this. I might get cancelled. I'm sorry, but there's just opportunities to clean up.
Clean up.
Just clean up crew.
Clean up crew.
Come
2
in.
sets of keys, lads.
Oh, yeah. Whenever we go out, we always bring 2 sets of keys because there's a good chance we'll be coming home at separate times for different
Hopefully.
reasons.
Ideally.
Hopefully. There's a couple of different... Yeah.
We say 2 sets of keys, 4 sets of steps, lads.
Yeah, 4 steps of footsteps going up the stairs is what we want. Because if you don't get with anyone on a night out, it is a
You
poor
are nothing.
result.
You're
You
a
are
weak
nothing.
dog and we hate you. Learn. Go again.
Someone's going to clip that and be like...
Stay out.
Yeah.
Stay out until you come home with someone.
Do we need to reveal anything more about our dating lives?
Nah.
I still haven't had an STI, so yeah, don't fucking bring that up.
Yeah, I'll be editing that into a clip. You say, I got an STI.
Yeah, like one of those Joe Rogan ones. Every
No
time you said
context.
the N-word.
Oh, can we get someone to make a no context thing from our podcast? How good
You
would
know
that
what I
be?
was thinking? You remember when we did the memes of our podcast and
Yeah.
they sent in some good ones? Guys, send us some memes
Yeah.
of us. So there were some funny ones in there. Like
Yeah, there were some genuinely funny ones.
Lewis talking about his new shower beer technique. Gab who never drinks beer or something like that.
Some classics. Oh, someone chopped up one of when you were crying on the podcast.
Oh, what a dog.
It's funny though. It's fucking hilarious. Go hard at us, guys. We're big boys.
Yep.
Right, that's all I got.
Cool.
Got
Enjoy.
a busy week. Got to do lots. But thanks so much for listening. Please
Good
rate us
night.
5-star. Bye. Bye. Love you.